I'm going to take out this Harley-Davidson Street Bob 114. I think this is vivid black. It's got a little orange accent to it. All blacked out. Nice looking bike. It's got the mini apes, little digital speedometer and tachometer, offset license plate there. Nice looking bike. It's, you know, it's sort of like my Heritage, but a little smaller, I think. But I'll be interested to see how it feels. Seating position seems pretty comfortable. I would have to think the bars, again, I'm kind of reaching out for these bars. I think I would have to kind of pull these back toward me a little bit to be more comfortable.
I can't even get on this Panamera.
I like this little digital display. It's kind of minimalist, but not bad. Let's see how it sounds.
Can't get on.
Sounds pretty good. Kind of a normal Harley stock sound. Well, this gentleman next to me is going to ride this Pan America. That's a much bigger bike than this. I think these controls are kind of mid controls. They're not really forward, they're not really rear controls, kind of mid. They got foot pegs, not the floorboards, which I'm not used to, but nice looking bike. I like the tank and the graphics on it. 114 cubic inches, just like my Heritage. You know, the riding position is not bad. Again, my knees are kind of high with these mid controls, and you know, it feels a little cramped. I'm not used to it, for sure. But you know, it's just a different style of bike. Kind of toggle through this display here. There's trip A, trip B. Remaining miles, 91 remaining miles. Clock hasn't been set. It does have a digital RPM gauge. And then back to the odometer. I think this is a 2023 model Harley-Davidson Street Bob. Let's check it out. All right, everybody's ready. Let's go. Yeah, my knees are definitely kind of high here. I'm not so sure I would like this, but let's ride it around the block and see. Turns nice and easy. I do like the little mini ape handlebars. Again, I just would rotate them back toward me a little bit. You know, the one thing for these smaller bikes with the, you know, the pegs that are kind of set kind of higher in these mid positions, it's a little bit difficult for me to get my legs up and down on these pegs from a standing position. My Heritage is pretty low and easy to do. It's all just getting used to it though. No windshield, so I'm getting the full breeze, but it's kind of a warm day today, kind of cloudy but warm and humid, and feels good. It's all blacked out, and the handlebars kind of have this wrinkle black finish to it, which is really nice. Turn signals are up here on the handlebars. Just nice and smooth. I like this little digital display. It's kind of small, but you know what? You can read it. Seat seems okay. It's fairly well padded, but I have a feeling after maybe an hour, hour and a half, at least I would have to get off and stretch a little bit. So this is my first time on the Street Bob, and I kind of like it. I think I like my Heritage better, but I think if you were a little bit shorter stature, this would be a pretty good bike for you. I'm 5'11" and 3/4. I used to be 6 foot tall, but at my old age I'm shrinking. And I have like a 32-inch inseam, so my legs are kind of long, and you know, these bikes with the mid controls and the foot pegs kind of high are just not super comfortable for me. It's just a personal preference thing. I'm sure you could probably move these controls more forward. Just a beautiful late April day to be out riding a motorcycle. A little bit cloudy, but warm, and I enjoy these demo days. Pretty stable, as you can see. I'm going 6 miles an hour here, and it's very easy to control. I'm at 33 miles an hour, third gear, and the tachometer is digital. I don't have that on the display, so I don't know what that is, what the RPM is right now, but it's nice and smooth. I mean, this 114 motor on this smaller frame, believe me, this bike has plenty of power to get out on a highway and do what you need to do. With no windscreen, it probably beat you to death, but I'm sure you can get a windscreen if you want with this bike. You know, I encourage you, if you live in the area where some motorcycle dealers are, most dealers will have these demo days from time to time where you can go out and ride bikes, and there's no pressure on trying to sell it to you. And that goes for Harley-Davidson dealers, Indian dealers, metric bikes. But it's a good way to kind of see what suits you, especially if you're, you know, a little bit newer into motorcycling and trying to figure out what kind of bike to buy. You haven't ridden a lot, this is a good way to kind of see what kind of motorcycle fits you. Again, I have a Harley Heritage Classic, which I love, but I love all motorcycles. If I had a big enough garage and a big enough wallet, I'd have several. We turn on to Dogwood Drive here, headed back to Falcons Fury Harley-Davidson here in Conyers, Georgia. It's a huge dealership. It's east of Atlanta, right off of Highway 20, going towards Augusta. And it is a large dealership. I don't know what that means for service and pricing. You get a better deal with a bigger dealer, I don't know. They seem like nice folks, and they put on this really nice demo day, so thank you, Falcons Fury. Yeah, this bike leans into the curve very nicely. Get a close-up of the little digital display. Not very large, but it's readable. So if you're looking for a motorcycle maybe a little bit bigger than a Sportster and you're not really ready for a big touring bike, yeah, Street Bob's a pretty good choice, if you ask me. We return to Falcons Fury Harley-Davidson, and as you can see, it is a big party here today. A ton of bikers from all over. So I enjoyed riding this Street Bob. If you're looking for kind of a mid-sized cruiser, and I would test ride this, test ride the Heritage, see what you like. But this is a pretty nice bike. Doesn't come with any saddlebags, no windshield, but it's a cheaper price point than the, say, Heritage or Road King. Let's see how easy it is to find neutral. Yeah, pretty easy. So there you have it. Harley-Davidson Street Bob, vivid black, orange accents, beautiful motorcycle.